Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. How are you doing? We have a brand new 2026 model Renegade Classic 45 CBF. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dominator. And as I tell you about this coach, the Dominator, it just kind of describes it. One word, the Dominator. Brand new 2026 Renegade Classic 45 CBF on the highly desirable Peterbilt 589. This is not the first one we've sold. This is, I don't know, the third or fourth, maybe the fifth one we've got. And long story short, this coach was actually ordered for a previous customer and friend of mine. And the coach came in and, I pretty much called like, hey, it's here. And he was in a little predicament. He was like, hey, it's not the right timing. Can you order me another coach for next year? So we have this one in stock. And when I tell you that when he ordered this, he added every option. Including he had us custom order this Peterbilt chassis from Pete. So Renegade didn't supply it. We ordered the chassis custom from Peterbilt and supplied it to Renegade. And the reason that we did that is he wanted the 2050 foot-pound of torque high output transmission. Standard is 1850. So, most of them we get from Renegade are going to be 1,850 foot-pounds. This one has the 18-speed Endurant transmission automatic with the 2,050 foot-pounds of torque. So that's one of the things he had us do. It's got extra 115 gallons of fresh water for a total of 265 gallons. Heated floors, all the lithium you can put in it, 5,000 watts of solar on the roof. He had us do the Chase Coach Platinum Chrome and lighting package with this 20-inch bumper here on the front from 12-gauge Customs. Lighting, it's got air cleaner panels, the under door panels. Bad Chad and his brother John, straight out of Ocala, Florida, been up here hanging out with us. Gosh, those guys put the shine on stuff. They have done it. We also added the visor up there. So quite a bit of tricked out stuff on this 589. Again, it's brand new. It's got like 800 miles on it. Comes with full factory warranty. Whoever buys it will be the first owner. The warranty will be registered in their name, so on and so forth. So it's got the X15 coming, 605 horse with the high output transmission. Now this coach is the 45 CBF, which has the 2 full bathrooms, sleeps up to 10 people. Okay, so it's 2 in the bunk. It's got a queen-size bunk above the cab. It's got 2 can sleep on the couch when it folds out to a bed, 2 in the dinette, 2 in the bunks in the middle, 2 in the king-size bed in the back. So sleeping for up to 10 comfortably. Michelin tires, polished wheels, again by Bad Chad and his brother John. 3 slides. He had us put the electric window on it. You can see that Gerard, that black awning that electronically moves out over the windows. Got all the upgraded camera system. It's got the 40,000 pound hitch. He even wanted extra camera feeds. You can see normally there's only one of the little Voyager camera feeds. Back here there's 2 because he wanted to be able to pull a stacker trailer and have some camera feeds like inside the trailer, not just on the back of the trailer, but inside of it. It's got the hitch cam, as you can see there in the white. It's got the regular backup camera, as you can see there. He had us put the extra lighting. You can see how a lot of the coaches will just have 2 of the bar lights going up and down. This one's got 2 on each side and the one on the top. It's got the stainless Renegade mud flap. You can see down, so you got a set of mud flaps actually behind the wheels up there. Then you got another set or another full-length mud flap back here on the back. What else did he add? Oh, the Gen Y torsion hitch, the Victory Lane torsion hitch is actually back here. I didn't put it on for the photos, but it is included. That's what's in that big box there. Look up Gen Y Victory Lane. You'll be very impressed with what you see. And if you're towing a trailer, I highly recommend it. We've conducted a few in-house tests here where we had a trailer we towed a long distance without that torsion hitch, and then coming back, we put it on just to see if we could tell the difference difference. Every driver has said noise, how it jolts the coach, you know, when you go up on like a bridge entrance or whatever, very noticeable difference. So again, 2026 Renegade Classic, 45 CBF. All of the photos at chasecoach.com. List price was north of 820, I think like 823 or so. We are going to discount it from that. So chasecoach.com for the price, and it's loaded. Platinum chrome and lighting, every option imaginable. It's full body paint too. You know, a lot of the Renegade, if you see a white one, a lot of them will just be the raw FRP, like the gel coat finish. This actually, he just wanted a white one. He said, I want a white coach, but I want it with the full automotive style, you know, paint on it. So yeah, here it is. This is him. So anyways, the Dominator. chasecoach.com for all the photos. By the way, thank you. You have got me over, I'm over 30,000 subscribers. I think 30,100, maybe 30,200, and we ain't nowhere close to stopping. So appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber, jump on board, and we're selling some cool stuff. So we buy, we sell, we trade. Again, we buy stuff. You got one for sale, holler at us. We sell, we take trade-ins, deliver nationwide, and some good financing options too. All right, stick around. I'm going to open up the storage bays. I'm going to open up the outdoor entertainment bay. We're going to open the hood. Going to open the cab. We'll do all that stuff. And then when we come back, we'll do the interior. Again, Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales, chasecoach.com. All right, get everything opened up. You know, I didn't give you a weather briefing today. It has been gorgeous here. I bet Tim's going to hit, I don't know, somewhere in the low to mid 70s. It's going to be pretty this weekend too. But it beats the week of rain we had last week for sure. First compartment's one big compartment. So you can see this guy goes all the way through to the other side. You've got the Dometic outdoor cooler. As I say many of times, or have said many of times, you can chill your beverage of choice, or you can freeze hamburger meat in it, or steaks, or ice cream, or whatever you want to put in there. So it's dual zone. You can set both sides to chill, both sides to freeze, one side to chill, one side to freeze. You name it, you can do it. It's on that tray, pulls out, easy to get in. This one here, again, part of that storage bay. So if you needed to haul something 7-8 foot long, you could take the cooler out and, you know, lay it in there a long ways. You can see the Genturi exhaust. So he had everything added to this thing. So if you're at I know a lot of the NHRA and drag racing events, if you're there and you don't have that on your generator when you're running it, they will kindly ask you to put it on or to leave, from what I've heard. So the Genturi exhaust extension for the generator, basically it gets the exhaust up and over the top of the coach. You can see the belly compartments are bed lined. We call it rhino liner around here. Okay, so they're rhino lined, but it's just a gray bed liner, creates an excellent moisture barrier, creates a little bit of insulation. It's a good idea. See the slide locks, and I think that's the tow hooks. Hopefully you don't need them, but if you do, they're there. 600 aqua hot. So standard option in the Classic's going to be the 450. This has the 600, the big boy in it. So this guy here takes diesel fuel and or electricity, makes your hot water, and makes your heat for the coach. Hydronic heating, very cool concept to how that works. Back here, another big storage. Got your spare tile in there. That's a table for, you'll see where that goes when we go inside. It goes in front of the couch. So if you want to sit at the couch and watch the TV and eat dinner, you got a little place to put your stuff. I told you about the Gen Y hitch. That's the Victory Lane hitch. And you'll notice in this compartment up in here, there's a spare water pump. Okay, so the 115 gallons extra fresh water, it has its own auxiliary water pump. It's like its own standalone system. So you have 2 water pumps on board, one down here for that 115 gallon added fresh water tank. So coach holds a total of 265 gallons, 150 under the bed, 115 between the frame rails. There's the water outlet. So that's where the water pressure is going to come from. So, you know, if you needed to move water from your auxiliary tank to the main tank, I think, and I'll confirm this for the new owner, I think all you'd have to do is pull your freshwater hose reel, like over, I'll show you here in a minute, pull it out, stretch it, pull it across, put it here, turn the pump on, turn that valve on, and you're going to pump from the auxiliary tank into the main tank. The coach is equipped with central vac, so that's all the vac accessories down there. Then the little central vac systems up here, and you got the outlet. We put a couple extra 120 volt outlets. To me, again, it's not that expensive, and it's way easier to have it done at the factory, you know, while they're building it. 40,000 pound hitch. Again, it comes with this style, the 2-inch receiver, the 2.5 you can see there. But we would recommend, if you're towing a trailer, definitely put that torsion hitch on that is included. Power transfer switch back here in the left rear compartment. 50 amp cord with a 30 or 50 amp powered cord reel, so power retract with a little 50 to 30 adapter. The cord's about 30 foot long. Then you also have the buddy plug, okay? That's the little 50 amp plug you can see up in there. So if you're running your generator or you're plugged into shore power and your friend needs to bum power from you or whatever, they can plug right into you there. Okay, back here, 12.5 own-end generator, diesel, runs off the tank from the fuel tank on the truck. It has 1 hour on it. So again, brand new coach. Up here's the wet bay. Excuse me, I'm battling a little head cold, so if you hear the sniffles there. Wet bay's up here. So you've got the gray and black tanks. That's an upgrade for 26. They started putting the electric valves on them. Real simple, though, to put water in this thing. Basically, you take this hose, you stretch it out, hook to your faucet, you go up for city water. So if you have pressure on this hose and the valve is up, you're going to be city pressure, okay? So whatever pressure you're putting in here is what you're going to get on your fixtures inside. Now, if you want to fill the tank, you do this. Now, the cool part is, the way this is built, this valve up here, one way will fill the main tank, one way will fill the auxiliary. So I bet it's going to be main tank is down and then raise it up to auxiliary, or down. Let's see, that is probably main tank, auxiliary tank. I will figure that out and we will label that so that's very clear on which tank you're filling. Low point drain, pressurized water spigot, comes with a little spray away hose, whole house fresh water filter, hose reel, flow jet pump for the macerator. Has black tank flush. This is cool for 26. They were putting this to where you can look at battery voltage and everything on it. Has the cable. I've got the power disconnected. That's why none of that's coming on. Over here is 75 gallons of gray, 75 gallons of black water. Now, probably the first question I'll get is, well, if you have 265 gallons of fresh water, what are you going to do with the other water? Well, it's a great question. One thing you could do is you could take and let a little bit of the gray water off. I mean, gray water is sink water, shower water. You know, maybe you're going to use that extra fresh water on this coach to pressure wash your dirt bike, or, you know, give your horse water or whatever. I don't know what you plan on doing with it, but the deal with the extra fresh water, if you got it and don't use it, that's a good thing. If you need it and don't have it, that's a problem, right? But it does still have the 75 gallons of black water, 75 gallons of gray, which is a lot. Think of 75 gallons of water. I mean, that's a lot. So has the macerator pump. So if you turn that little switch over that I showed you where it says flow jet, where the red, that's going to turn this little pump on with a wide hose and it's going to pump out. Over here we have 1,080 amp hours of battery power, 270 amp hours apiece. The Game Changer 3.0 by Dragonfly Energy, lithium batteries, solar charging on this coach as well. It's got 1,000 watts of solar, so 200 watts per panel, 5 panels, 1,000 watts total. It's got the Servo GX on it, so it makes diagnosing an electrical issue. We can help you log in and monitor and actually work remotely on this coach the way it's set up. And it has the dual Victron inverters. That's the two big boxes here. There's one there, kind of one you can see stuffed over there. So dual 3,000 watt Victron inverters. The way this coach is wired, the reason for that second inverter is you can run the middle roof air conditioner off of this coach, off the batteries. So you can go down the road with the middle roof air on, which is ducted, however they say that, through the whole coach. So when you're running the middle one, it's still going to put a little bit of cool air, quite a bit in the middle, a little bit in the front, a little bit in the back. So keeps hours off your generator. The other inverter is going to run like your TV, the fridge, the microwave, stuff like that. So we're getting a lot of calls for, you know, off-grid style camping and big battery banks and big solar, look no further. You found her right here. Next one up is going to be the engine batteries, also known as the chassis batteries. So that's the ones on top. Comes with the factory Peterbilt air hose. You can clip into that little chuck there, and air, if the engine's running, this truck's going to build 125, 130 pounds of air. You can air up a tire, bicycle inner tube to float down a lazy river. It's fixing to be fall here, and I'm ready for summer again. Hydraulic leveling reset. Got a couple fuses down here. Over here is some more fuses. Everything's neatly labeled, as we always expect from our friends at Renegade. Next one up is going to be the DEF tank. I think it's 15 or 20 gallons, okay? But why not pretty the DEF tank up too? Number one, that is polished stainless. So when you dribble or drip DEF fluid at the pump all over it, very easy to keep polished and clean up. 120 gallons of fuel right here under the driver's door. So single point to fill, single point for DEF. Over here is that powerful X15 Cummins, 605 horsepower, the X15. I'll show you a little picture of the engine, and then let's look at that see where it says 2050 peak torque. Normally that says 1850, not with this coach. It was upgraded, dual hydraulic steering boxes, so when you go that big axle, I think the axle on this one on the Pizza is normally 18. Let's look and see. Yeah, 18,180 pounds on the steer axle. You get that 315 Michelin tires and the dual hydraulic steering boxes. So those are already installed. Another look under the hood over here. Again, I'm going to say it looks brand new because it is. Everything under the hood, very, very nicely done. When we add like the lights and everything, our guys do an incredible, we do all that right here in-house, but everything we use is top-notch quality, from the quality of the light to the wiring to how we run the loom to zip ties. Everything is put in, like this little piece of loom right here is something that we put in. Everything just flows together and looks really good. Inside the cab, I tell them when I order these Pete's, I say load it up. I don't want anything not on it. So the seat is heated and cooled, or ventilated. Heated and ventilated, which they normally say heated and cooled. Air ride, it's got all the air adjustments you would want. You can see the perforations, Peterbilt logo up there in the headrest. It's got the in-dash navigation, 801 miles. How about that? In-dash navigation, in-dash stereo. I think it's got Sirius XM as well. Locking differentials, air dump, you name it, it's got it. The digital steering wheel controls. There's that extra screen for the Voyager cam. So you can wire, if you have a trailer and you want us to put Voyager cam or sell you the parts to put in your trailer yourself, the big part is wiring the coach. Well, we have them again, do it at the factory. Cobra CB radio, again, in from the factory. In-dash navigation. It does have the equalizer system's 4-point leveling kit, so it's 4-point hydraulic right there. Things, man, something about a new coach. And a Peterbilt at that, the 589, which replaced the 389. I know everyone was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they, done away with the 389. Guys, this is not much different. I mean, the cab's bigger. It doesn't have as old school of a look inside, but man, you got a lot more room, okay? Has the cool little thing that pops out here to set something on. Another little view of this side, same deal. You can see they're heated and cooled. There's the switch for that, air ride seat. It's got the little curtain that goes around for privacy. Very, very, very nice. All right. What are we looking for now? Let's look at, I don't know if I mentioned, 43-inch Samsung outdoor TV with a matching, I think it's a JBL soundbar. The TV does come out in like pivots too. So that's a nice option that they started doing. Keyless entry, comes with the key fobs. We can set the code up for you. This coach has got heated floors. It's got Starlink internet on it. Shoes off. I've always told you, a lot of respect for the detail crew. These guys work and work and work and work. And the quality of product that we turn out reflects it. So anytime we have a clean coach, you will see my shoes off before I enter. All right, travel mode. So mid-entry coach, excuse me, I'm gonna zoom out. So 2 to 3 feet down to probably 18, 20 inches, probably 15 inches, the tightest spot between the booth and the fridge. You can almost grab a drink out of the fridge while driving this coach. Now, don't try that. Don't say, oh, he said that you could. I said you almost could, not you could, okay? Comes with all the factory owner's manuals, the Peterbilt manuals, Cummins, the engine, transmission, all the factory Renegade manuals, all the keys. There's 2 sets there. There's 1 set in the ignition, powered window shades. Again, come in the mid-entry, turn to the left, probably 2.5, 3 feet, a couple feet, get you good access to this mid-bath, and it's got 2 full bathrooms. Solid surface with a towel inset there that matches the backsplash, teak folding down seats, Sandy Marin porcelain toilets. It's got it all. And the bunk bed, super cool part about this one is you have, the 2 bunks, then you still have the king bed. And all this stuff has sliding pocket doors, so you can get privacy from the main area to the bunk area, or privacy from the bunk area to the master bedroom. Color, my phone doesn't show the color real well. It's like a gray, very, very pretty. It's called Rockport, okay? Kind of like a matte finish gray. I've got all the countertop pieces that go here. And so anyways, we'll finish up the interior here in a second. I'm going to go out and run the slides out. So it's got 3 slides, 1 here, 2 in the back. It's a little windy, but I think it's, we'll probably still try to run the awnings out. Like I said in the video the other day, if nothing else, it's a great time to test the wind sensors, right? Again, thank you for watching. If you have interest in this coach, please give me a call. Financing available. We deliver nationwide, and trade-ins accepted as well. So, yeah, give us a shout. All right, I'll be right back. All right, got everything opened up. Giving the awnings a little test. A lot of wind here today, but it's nice out. Okay, so 3 slides. 1 slide over here on the passenger side, which is where the bunks and like the bedroom, wardrobe, and TV and stuff sat. Got the outdoor entertainment playing. And again, I don't know if I can do it with 1 hand. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, if you're having like a little party out here on the patio, you've got your awnings all stretched out, you can turn the TV that way. You can pull the outdoor cooler out. Boom. Just have a little party. Have a little party. All right, so we looked at the slide over here, 3-slide unit on this 45 CBF. By the numbers, this coach, I just looked at the build sheet, it's got $87,000 in extra added options. But let me be honest with you. If I'm building a coach like this, why not do everything? I mean, if you're spending, I'm just making up numbers. If you're spending $750, why not spend $800? I don't know. That's my mindset. Maybe I'm the wrong one. But anything we do for stock, we load it with as many options basically as they'll let us add as a stock unit. And this was just an odd ordeal with the guy ordering it. And then, he had something come up, couldn't take delivery. So this was ordered with options that typically you have to have one retail sold, before you can add some of the stuff that this one has. So 2 slides over here. You've got the bed is the small slide. And then this big slide has your booth dinette and has your sofa in it. And then you can see the little electric awning there that he added, which is nice. All right. Love the Peterbilt headlights. I love that style. That was the old 389 headlight. See the TV swung out there, and then put it back up. It's just magnetic. So you literally just, basically 1 hand, pop it around, give it a little push, and it just clips in. All right. Interior time. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're still watching the video of the Dominator, I appreciate you. Let me show you the screen door. Renegade started using the very heavy-duty door from Challenger Door. Way better than the ones they were using there for a couple of years. See that? Screen door. If you've got little dogs or anything going with you, it's a nice screen there that they can't, claw and damage. Tiled entryway. By the way, we've got the cover is no longer carpeted. It's actually a piece of wood, and it stores very nicely right here, okay? I'm going to open up the window shades and get a little more light in here. Means it's nice out. So powered shades, powered night, manual day. All right, let's see here. I'll actually open this one too. This one is manual over here. Retracts on the door. All right, so come in the mid-entry Up above, you've got a TV, and that's also on a swivel, like pull-out mount. You just pull this little cord. You want to have it locked like that going down the road, but you can pull it out and swivel it out. Here's another option he added was these little chrome hooks to put keys or coats or whatever. There's another set here. One set standard, one set we added. Cabinets, Rockport color. Beautiful interior colors in this one. Maple cabinets, the Renegade quality. I know I brag on them each time, but it's crazy the difference in quality of cabinets in the RV industry, and Renegade's definitely in that top 1 or 2. Okay, big stainless sink. We got the covers. I just put them down here. You can see them down under there for when I was doing the photos. So you got 3 drawers that pull out here. This is cool. Check out this cabinet. It's got another little pull-out drawer. They even put the little guards now, in the corner, so don't scratch that when it comes out. All dovetailed. Again, the level of craftsmanship on the cabinets is incredible. And that's what saves these things from being a rattle trap going down the road is the quality of the hinge, the wood, the rubber bumpers, the slides, and all that. 2-burner induction cooktop. And I'm going to do this. You remember the old bamboo steamer commercials? And that was almost before my time, or maybe when I was really little. But wait, there's more. So I'm going to throw in a free stainless 10-piece cookware set from True Induction, which is the manufacturer that makes the cooktop. So that's going to go with it, okay? Just help remind me. I normally remember, but occasionally I forget. Samsung convection microwave oven with a cool little plastic latch to keep that from ever flying open going down the road. Now, this coach was equipped with a Starlink from the factory. So it's got that, you can see the white box, already got the router and everything. It's got the amplified antenna. All that's already put on. And I had them go ahead from the factory and pre-wire it for in-motion satellite. So if you want to put in-motion on it, if you're a DirecTV or Dish Network person and you need that, we went ahead and had them run the wiring. So that's the hard part, is running the wire. You have to drill a hole in the roof and everything. So I thought it's like $150 or $200 option, I think. I'm like, hey, just go ahead and do that. Stainless, residential, French door, Samsung refrigerator. You can see there with the 2 French doors on the top and then the pull-out freezer on the bottom. It does have a built-in ice maker as well. So that's nice. Got the little fridge fixture latch there on the front. Queen-size bunk overhead, windows on both sides. We even had them add the little table to set your drink and phone, and then you can see that. You've got USB, USB-C, USB-C, and then 110 outlets. That's another option we added, was the escape hatch. So you can go on the ladder from the floor, and then you can get on the roof from that because there's no ladder on the back of it. By the way, we do offer those. So if you wanted a ladder for the back, we do sell and install those. We custom make them right here in-house. Has the shade, so this pulls over. There's another one on this side over here. So for full privacy, you can close that. Comes with the ladder, queen-size bed. Also, there's a little storage locker. See it over there? You can put stuff in there. It's got the pleated shade that comes down, and then the factory Peterbilt curtains. You can see that one there, and then one over here. So the factory Peterbilt curtains do also come with it. That's something Pete puts in, but most of the time you're probably just going to drop down this pleated shade and use that. It has the air ride seat. That seat does spin on a base. This one does not spin. And, I've had a couple people ask if you really need both seats to spin around, I can figure out where that base comes from, and we can probably make both of them happen. I think the color on this was Desert Dune. I think it's kind of like a brown color. Okay. The Desert Dune, I think, is the name for this color, the ones that we're currently ordering. I think it was this one as well, but it's like a brown. Goes really good with the gray and white in here. So the dinette does turn into a bed. Lauren, throw a picture up on there of the dinette in bed mode. Okay, so you can see that, how it lays down. The 2 little cushions go in the middle, makes a bed. As I mentioned earlier, all the original keys, manuals, everything's included. This is cool over here. You got a couple little cup holders and the outlets with the USB, USB-Cs, more cabinetry overhead. Got a couple drawers, so 2 storage drawers in each booth. Then you have the sofa. Now, I'm going to have her put a couple pictures up of this. Let's start out, Lauren. Put the picture up of the bed, folded out into bed mode. You can see that pretty much makes a queen-size bed. Big. Plenty for 2 adults to comfortably sleep on. Okay, now let's put a picture up of the sofa with the table in front of it. Okay, so you can see that table, the two legs, easily removable. Be cool if you wanted to sit there and, watch a TV show over here or whatever. Now let's put a picture up with the two little wood tables. So if you didn't want to go to the hassle of putting the big one in the floor, show them a picture of the sofa with the two little wood tables in, and they just press in right here. So really cool. Couple cup holders. Comes with the ottoman. Now the cool thing about the ottoman, it's like a little footrest, or it doubles as like a little table. Sorry for the sniffles. I've got a little head cold going on, but you can see that. So sets down there, another place to put some drinks and stuff like that. We had them put the mirror on the wall. What else did we do? Washer and dryer. It's got that. So washing machine on the bottom, dryer up here on the top. It's got the pocket door that separates the main living area from the bunk area. So I like the new style latches they're using on not only the pocket doors, but they started putting a better latch on the shower doors as well. This is a couple little drawers that come out. These, you don't just yank on them anymore. You push them. They're spring-loaded. The latch is. Look at the quality of the wood craftsmanship. Amazing. Okay. In this, I think this is actually where you would normally put those covers that I've got stuff down here. The covers that covers the sink and the cooktop. I think you would normally put those in here. So that's that. Down here is your electric. So you got one power that's the inverted panel. So anything that runs off the inverters in there. The other one is the panel for non-inverted items, which what would be non-inverted would be the dryer, the cooktop, anything that draws too many amps that the inverter won't push are on the non-inverted panel. All right, moving on to the bunks. 3 drawers down there, a window in each bunk with a powered shade. They don't put TVs in anymore. That's for an iPad. So it's for an Apple iPad to set in, or any type of tablet, I guess, and got power to plug it in. Controls for the window shade and stuff are over here. You got your own lights, your own power on each end. So that's nice. What else do we got? Well, spin around. This was a new option for 25 or 26. This used to just kind of be dead space, but now, it's a small cabinet. It's not very deep, but it does have adjustable shelving, place to put some washcloths, towels, and stuff. 2 full baths in this one. Tile floor, heated floors throughout with the tiled backsplash. So, if you miss the toilet and you pee on the wall, it's a lot easier to clean up when it's tile. So that's a very nice option, a good way to keep the coach clean and smelling good and disinfected. Over here is the little vanity, and look here, you can see there's a lot of lighting. So the countertop edges are lit, the floor is lit. You can see the same thing up there in the kitchen. I've got it on University of Kentucky Wildcat Blue, okay? But you can change it to Louisville Red, you can do Tennessee Volunteer Orange, you could do Green Bay Packers green if you want, or whatever. So the edge of the countertop changes, the floor changes, and the coach has full underglow lighting and lights under the slide out. It is lit. In fact, hey, Lauren, I promise you, I'm almost done bugging you. Throw a picture up of the coach at nighttime with the blue underglow on. How freaking sharp is that? Check it out. All right, so full bath. You can see we talked about the toilet. Sandy Marin porcelain toilet in each bathroom with the macerator, electric flush. The shower is pretty good size here in this mid. Now, back in the back, it is a little bigger. But the one here in the mid's not too bad. It does have the shower miser, aqua view to help save water. And I can explain how that system works. If you're the buyer, we'll go through all that. Place to put your soap, a little teak seat. This folds down, so if you need to sit down and scrub your feet or whatever, or shave your legs, you can do that. So 2 full baths, 1 mid bath, and like this thing's almost got like bedrooms in it. Like this thing, completely moves over and creates this little bunk area. Like if you close that one over there as well, you're basically got your own little room, your own little full bath, a lot of privacy in the 45 CBF. Now, back here in the back, king-size bed, RV King, case 66 by 80. If you're ordering sheets for this one, 66 by 80. Has the nightstands on each side of it. It's got the little outlets for your phone and stuff. Some overhead. We've had a few people request for an outlet up there. So charge whatever you want to charge, or sleep apnea machine or whatever. You can hook it in up there. Powered shades back here, big window behind the bed, and then one on each side of the, and you don't, I mean, you can leave the shade down. I had one time a customer would not buy the coach because they didn't want any windows by the bed. And I thought, well, I get it. I mean, it's kind of a odd request to not buy the coach because of that, but it was like a privacy thing to them. I'm like, man, if someone's trying to peek through that, they're doing it. You're going to hear them before, there's no way they can see through that. So anyways, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood when they called, but I thought they said they weren't interested in the coach because of the windows by the bed. But drawers, lots of drawers here in the wardrobe area. Another thing I think they adapted in 2024, was they put in where the TV opens up. It makes it so much easier to get inside that closet. It's a full cedar-lined closet. Now, a lot of times you'll just have two doors. We went ahead and had to put the drawers in. So that was a custom upgrade on it that he had requested. And then you can see the clothing rod. Again, used to you had to reach in like that. But with this one, the whole door does have a built-in safe. So built-in safe down there. A couple doors, and normally they do like the AV cabinet. They have this door is either clear or has like a screen. He didn't want that. He wanted all the doors to be wood and be matching, and the bottom three are pull-out drawers. 150 gallons of fresh water under the bed. That's where the central vac hookup is at. Now that's a new option for 26, is like the floor sweep. So you can either take the hose and put it in there, or you can just sweep everything up and sweep it into that central vac, and the thing really sucks. I promise you it does. Another pocket door to separate the master bath. Now, another option is he had us do the centered toilet with the corner vanity. Get you a lot more mirror space, a little bigger vanity, and just better room. Normally the toilet is over here where the drawers are. But with the center, you got a lot more room. The shower is a little bigger back here, very similar to the one in the mid-bath, but a little bit bigger. You can see that. Has the teak seat. This is the new style latch too. You guys remember the little plastic one. A lot better idea the way they're doing it now, because if I've sold one of those little plastic ones or gave them away or shipped them to customers, I've probably sold 20 of them. Okay? A lot better idea, a lot better way of doing it, better door system in the new ones. Another tiled backsplash behind the toilet, porcelain toilet. Sink vanity, huge storage back here. So not only is that a mirror, but the whole thing is storage with adjustable shelving in it. So that's nice. Drawers, so some nice drawers back here, 3 of them. Nice little sink, vanity area, matching backsplash. 3 roof airs. So it's got 3 15,000 BTU roof airs with the covers. So instead of just having like a plastic grill up there, you actually have a cover. And it's easy to get down. It's not hard. You just pull this little chain, the thing falls down. Easy to clean the return air vents. Has the fan, so it's got the ceiling fan in the bedroom. All the switch panels, used to be push button. Those are now digital. And I look at it both ways. If digital fails, but we don't see them fail that often. And Renegade has been very proactive. Like if we've had an issue, they call the customer, or the customer calls them, puts in a request, and they call you back and works through the problem. And I want you to call me first. If I sold you the coach, make me your first phone call. I'm going to try to help you, work through any issues you have. And if I can't figure it out, we're going to get someone on the phone that can. So, all right. 2026, quick recap, Renegade Classic 45 CBF with the X15 Cummins 605 horsepower, paired up with the 18-speed Endurant upgraded high-torque transmission, 2,050 foot-pounds of torque on this one. It's got the extra fresh water, lithium battery bank, solar charging, dual inverters, heated floors, a lot of stuff. $87,000 in extras, and that's not counting the money for the high-output transmission. Full body paint, it is white, but full body paint, diamond shield protection on the front paint, outdoor cooler, outdoor entertainment, 600 aqua hot. Feel like I'm missing something. It's got the escape hatch up there in the bunk. So if you want a copy of the build sheet, give me a call. I'd be more than glad to send it to you. ChaseCoach.com, I'm going to guess 280, 290 photos. It's really too many, but it lets you literally buy from home. I mean, what you see in those photos and what you've just seen in the video here is what it is. So appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Another reminder, hit the subscribe button. I'll have Lauren throw it up there again. Join the fun, we call it. Appreciate you. And hey, be nice to someone. Be kind. We're all in this together. And you'll make someone's day better. All right. Until next time, see ya.